Yes, good morning, boys and girls. It's the second part of our book, Harvest of Corruption, by Frank Ogodo Ogbeche. And today we are starting with the type of drama that Harvest of Corruption is. And, okay, the play Harvest of Corruption is a satire. And as I have taught you in the previous class, a satire is a literary work that exposes the vices, follies, abuses, and shortcomings with the intent of shaming individuals, corporation, government, or society itself into improvement. What that means is we try to correct the ills of society by mocking it. That's what a satire is. Through this play, Frank Ogbeche condemns the ills and foibles of a society. Harvest of Corruption illustrates how corruption permeates the fabric of a Nigerian society and affects institutions like the police force, the judiciary, and the government ministries. Harvest of Corruption is also a tragedy. We should understand that. And what is a tragedy? A tragedy is a play portraying the suffering of a main character, especially one concerning the downfall of the main character and having an unhappy ending. We can see that in the life of Aloho. Aloho endures years of joblessness, struggles to get a job, gets arrested for drug trafficking, and eventually dies in a struggle to make ends meet. I think that settles what the kind of play Harvest of Corruption is. Thank you. Let's move on to the setting. Remember, I taught you in SS2 about what setting is. Setting is simply time, place, and circumstances in which a work of art takes place. The play is set in Jabo. It's a fictional city in Jakarta. Yes, if you read the book, Jakarta is also fictional. But let's say Jakarta is Nigeria, let's say Jabo is Abuja. And if you look at the spelling Jabo, Frank Ogodo is trying to make Jabo Abuja. If you look at the spelling, just like you have your verbal reasoning when you were in primary school, you could actually make Abuja out of this Jabo. So that's what he tried doing there. Okay, much of the action takes place in different locations. We start with Ogeyi's apartment in Panya and Madam Owa's hotel at Darkin, the police headquarters at Darkin, Ministry of External Relations in Maisama. And that Maisama could actually be Maitama, and the courtroom. The play was written during the period of transition to democratic government. So it has told us the time and place. That's what the setting is. Thank you. Yeah, the themes now. I have about 3 of them, but I'll start with the first one. Number one theme. And what does theme mean? The central idea, the subject matter. That's what the theme is. So the first one is theme of retribution. This is the central theme of the play. The main idea is that a man reaps what he sows, just like the name of the book implies, Harvest of Corruption. So let's look into how individuals harvested their corruption or the corrupt acts. All the corrupt characters are brought to book in the end. Chief is convicted and sentenced to 25 years imprisonment with hard labor and ordered to refund the embezzled funds. This punishment is a harvest of corruption. The humiliation suffered by Allah for drug trafficking, her pregnancy and death also portrayed a harvest of corruption. She was corrupt, really. Though she was initially innocent, but greed and all that made her corrupt, and she had to pay for it. Ochule and Madam Oha, You remember Ochole, the naughty girl from the university, Madam Oha, who owns the hotel. They are sentenced to 10 years imprisonment with hard labor, while Madam Oha's hotel is also sealed. This is their harvest of corruption. Justice Odili and the Commissioner of Police are sentenced to 20 years imprisonment for receiving bribe. Ayo, you remember that clerk in the office, the ministry? The clerk is also punished as he is sentenced to 5 years imprisonment for receiving a bribe. That was justice. He helped in a very long way to bring his boss, the honorable minister, to book to. He gave so many useful information, but he received bribe. Yeah. Then the second theme is theme of corruption. The author illustrates the bribery, large-scale embezzlement in official quarters, drug trafficking, sexual immorality perpetrated by highly placed personalities who are supposed to be policy makers and law enforcement officers. Frank Ogodo Ogbeche shows how corruption permeates government institutions. Yes, the third theme, which states the last one here, is theme of betrayal of public trust. Chief Halaladu Adiamaka, the Minister of External Relations, betrayed the trust reposed in him by virtue of the public office he holds through large-scale embezzlement of public funds, forgery, fraud, and bribery. The author advocates a political, social, and moral rebirth, betrayal of public trust. And so here we've discussed three themes. The first one being retribution, the second one corruption, and the third one betrayal of public trust. This brings us to the second part of the text, I mean the book, Harvest of Corruption by Frank Ogodo Ogbeche. The third part is going to be we will be examining individual characters from the major characters to the minor one, the round ones, the flat ones. So, thank you very much. Have a good day.